Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about twin flame process. So this reading is for Leo for April 2021. And as I said on the other videos, you can look at this for your moon sign and also your rising sign. You can look at it for your twin. And if you wanted to book a personal reading, there is a link to my website with all the details in the description box below. Okay, so Leo. What do Leos need to know for April? Right, they're showing me the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about messages and information. Let's have a look. See what the cards say for Leo. So I'm getting you coming into a really high alignment this month as well. So swords just represent the mind also, and they represent like the page is about new impulses, can be about new information, that kind of stuff. So I'm getting you coming into a really high alignment with your higher self this month, Leo, rising beyond the ego, basically. They're showing me sunrise. So 7 is resistance, which is what you get a lot of in energetically between twin flames. What cuts through resistance is higher self. Healing, Knight of Pentacles, so slow movement of healing in the physical. So this is things that might be coming to you through the resistance that's in the energy, for example. So it could be physical manifestations through your physical body. Aches and pains are a sign of resistance. There's a corresponding accuracy in the physical body of each twin. So you might get your twins healing coming up through your physical body this month. It's actually a really good sign when these things come up, because anything that you recognize, even in your physical body, it means it's being healed. And this journey that you're on, the twin flame journey, is a healing journey in the respect that once you understand that everything is vibrational, there is no bar to what can be healed, either physical, mental, emotional, and also just in the fact that you're living a life in a physical dimension. So the full healing means that you can manifest anything that you want into the physical dimension through understanding that it's vibrational, which is where all resistance goes in terms of this journey and everything else of being incarnate. It means you can have anything you want in the physical world, and you can live from a really high timeline. So you can live devoid of fear and worry and stress, and you can live free. Basically, you can live as free rather than enslaved, because the third dimension will enslave you in whatever way into either feeling worry or fearing. So we've got resistance, physicality, physical body, physical healing. You also, in terms of like this physical healing, you're even healing things like fear, because fear causes pain in the physical body. So when you've got the pains coming up in your physical body, you're even healing the fear in your twin, because part of the fear is, one of the fears that humanity has is we die and we cease to exist, and in that we get old, and the aches and pains are a sign of getting old and the body wearing out, and the sign that we're going to die, and therefore there's fear even in that. So when you've got it coming up, it means you're healing that. So you're healing fear on multiple levels, even physically connected to the mind and connected to the emotions, where people feel like, oh no, I've got this ache and pain and I don't feel good, and I feel like, worn out, knackered, whatever. And all that is resistance and about clearing resistance. And we've got the Page of Swords coming out, which is what I saw in my head. So Page of Swords is about information in relation to all of this. So perhaps you're going to get some insight this month into actually what you're going through and the energetic reason for what you're going through. And, even that understanding is higher than the fear that you can be in because of what's coming through the physical dimension. So the higher understanding of how resistance shows in the physical dimension through the physical body might be where you're coming into a higher timeline of seeing through the matrix, right? Of taking your power back vibrationally from what you're experiencing physically. Don't get me wrong, there is work to be done in the physical dimension in terms of healing, but it's not about the fear of healing the physical body. It's about the understanding that we're here to move into higher timelines around what is possible in the physical dimension. So you can achieve anything you want in the physical dimension. That is the releasal of fear, right? You can achieve any kind of transformation of your physical body in a physical dimension that you believe can happen. So if you wanted to, it's like, oh, he rose and he walked again, and that stuff that they talk about in the Bible and all that. Yes, it's possible, because if you believe it can happen, it can happen. So that's actually the higher level information, right? It's power. The moon. Something coming with the moon, maybe, in terms of this. They've got the moon at the end of the month. It's around the 28th. So it could be that you're healing some kind of resistance and you come into it's not just healing the resistance. I say, it's the Page of Swords. It's coming into awareness of what resistance you are healing. It could just be like, that's my knee. Oh, I remember, he's got a funny knee. I get a pain all down the right side of my leg, and whenever I get that, I'm aware that I actually caused that pain because my twin has pain in that leg. So I actually went out and I caused some pain in my physical body that it comes up every now and again to be healed. So it might be something like that, and it's just another reminder that you're connected to somebody else, connected through everything. So we've got by the end of the month, and what else? Reunion. I mean, everything's heading towards reunion, so these things come up to be healed. They come up to be seen. They come up to be coming into awareness, not so you can worry about them, but so you can be like having aha moments about them. And then you can know, you see, everything, there's never anything to worry about on this journey. All there is resistance and no resistance. And the no resistance is when you are aligned with your current timeline in no fear. And that is how you move into higher timelines. You align with the current one with no sense of fear at all about it. All right, so anything going on in your physical life is like no fear in relation to that. That means you've got no resistance. And when you come into alignment like that, you move into a higher timeline. So you manifest less fear. You then have less fear to manage and be in resistance around until you're leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. At the end of the journey, you're in childlike wonder and joy at the physical life. And even the things, like I say, I get the repeat pain in my legs still. I'm like, oh, there it is again. I know what that is. That's great, because that means that's coming up to be healed again. That's just me rejuvenating myself by healing that pain in my leg. So just look at what comes up for you and reorganize yourself around moving into higher timeline after higher timeline after higher timeline around what is manifesting into your life. Move away from the resistance. Remember, fear is resistance. It's the same thing, just a different word from it. Fear is resistance in the vibration to what you do want. So you don't want fear because it'll be in your vibration. It's therefore resisting you from what you do want that's not fearful. You want feeling good in your vibration, feeling good about everything that's showing up for you right now, and then drawing to you every time you love what is showing up, even more of what you love from that vibrational, less resistance, no fear. Same thing. Less resistance, no fear. It's the same thing. All right, so that's it for Leo. Hope that helps you through this month. Lots of love. Bye.